Hello and welcome to another Demis Helen tutorial. This video is going to be in memory of Chester Bennington of Linkin Park. We're going to look at the track Heavy, which is on their latest album. We're going to look at the intro synth, and subsequently it's the synth that plays throughout the entire track. It's a good synth, but it's also very, very, very simple, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So the chords are copied down here, and I'm just going to load a new sound. So we've got it reset, turn the volume down so you can just hear that we have no sound representation to that at all. So what we're going to do is have oscillator 1 and 2, and we're going to, you can use the filter, but we're going to use EQ to kind of mimic the cutoff of the synth. So first of all, in the basic section here, we're going to choose sin triangle, so sine and triangle, and we're going to have it on triangle, so we have this sound. Just turn oscillator 2 off. Okay, and we're going to do exactly the same for oscillator 2, but we're going to chuck it down, sorry, let's do that again, 1 octave, holding Alt on the keyboard. So you can hear it's starting to take shape, it's very plain, and the first thing we're going to do is set the filter to low pass 4. So you can hear there it's starting to get there, but we're going to turn the resonance down here. So it's very close, but we're going to add a few little extras into there, so I'm going to leave it playing and I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. And we're going to put the unison up to 2, so just listen to what happens. So you start getting a bit of clicking on the starts of each note. So we'll address that in a second, but just also on this page here on the unison spread, I'm going to put the pitch cut off, and we're just going to turn it up a little bit so we start getting a little bit of variation in the pitch. So extreme, and we're just going to turn it up that little bit. And we're going to put the pan inversion on to full inversion, so we get a nice little spread in the stereo field there. Sounds best on the headphones. And from there, that is pretty much it for the sound, but we need to address that clicking issue, so we go for the envelope here. Make sure the level's all the way up, because obviously where it kind of sits normally, you get that sound. So we need the decay to sustain right across. And to reduce the clicking, we're just going to turn the attack up a little bit. So it gets rid of that click on every note, but it's also not too slow to start making it sound like this. We want it so it's just smooth, so it has that nice gliding effect. Now what I've done in the effects area is, if we just copy over Saturn for now, we have old tape and warm tape here, so you can use any kind of distortion really to create this warm tape effect. If we just turn it up, that's sounding quite nice there. Now sometimes in massive the filter cutoff doesn't always sound as good as it should do, so just add that little bit of extra loveliness. I've cut out some of these frequencies here that keep popping in, and it helps to smooth off, and I've just controlled some of the main section here. I've done a -3 dB, it's a little bit drastic, we could have it about there, and that that's kind of the sound. They will have done the distortion a little bit different, but that's the basis of the sound using the triangle waves. And all it is 1 octave down, 1 octave up. And I suppose you could just add a little bit of detune there, just switching the pitch a little bit. And I suppose you could go into the oscillator here and adjust the rate. So if we just turn these off. Just to move it around a little bit. But that's essentially it there. That's the sound, and then you can just mess around with that, and you can start boosting the bass and stuff like that just to kind of get it more tweaked. But for remix purposes, that's quite good, and for just putting it into your own stuff, it's a really nice simple sound. Sounds very sine wavy, but it's actually the triangle wave, more to my ears anyway. And you can really throw on any sort of vocal on the top of there. Very husky voice, very dominant voice. It's never going to get in the way of that vocal line. So there you go, that's it. You can get the preset down below. Just go through my Facebook page. If you're not already liking the page, just like the page and you'll get access to all the downloads from all the different videos that I do. And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram and subscribe and hit that bell button to see the latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.